Hello friends, good morning. I'm not feeling good today, so today I was going to just send you this video that walks you through doing slide 11 for San Francisco, California, the 5 themes of geography. Today you're free to work on your Spring Mastery Doc, either slide 12 here in the North America lesson or your travelogue towards mastery. So any of those things are good to work toward mastery today, but just for the friends who might need the 5 themes walkthrough, I wanted to make sure and go through this with you one time, okay? I'll be using slide 11 in the North America lesson, Google Earth, which is linked here, as you can see, and then slide 8 in the North America lesson for reference, okay? Okay, so the first thing for San Francisco, California, it says is location. Okay, so when we look at our 5 themes page, location is either expressed as relative location or absolute location. This is the where. Where is it? Okay, and so you're either going to describe it as being located nearby or across from something, or you're going to look for one of these coordinates for it. And so if we go to Google Earth right here and we look for San Francisco, we just put it in the search bar. Okay, San Francisco. And let it load up on the map here. Oop. Okay, the first thing we could see is that for location, if we're going to do relative location, this is the Pacific Ocean right here. So you could say for relative location, that first box is that San Francisco is near or next to the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so that would be its relative location. The other option is to look down here at the bottom and you see 37 degrees north and 122 degrees west. You could take these coordinates, just those first ones, and you could put those in the box so that it says 37 degrees north, 122 west. So both of those would work for location. For place, we're going to want to go over here and look at place. Place is the personality of geography, okay? The what's it like there. So if somebody wanted to know what it's like there, we got to give some specifics so people can get a sense of the place. We don't want to be so generic that it sounds like all other places. So what that means is you might look for first some physical features, mountains, rivers, deserts, that kind of thing. Let's look for some physical features. And so we have, excuse me. And so we have here, of course, it's by the ocean, we know that, but we also have a huge bay here. That's what this is. This is San Francisco Bay. And so if one of the physical features, oh, here's San Pablo Bay, if you want to call it. So that's one. Here's another bay. So you can put San Pablo Bay, San Francisco Bay. Okay. You can put those features in. You could also look around and write down if there's any mountains, and there are, or there's trees. So we have Indian Tree Open Space Preserve. There's a Mount Tamalpais watershed region. And if we scroll up here a little bit more, I believe, let's see, if we scroll back, you can see it's very hilly. So that's another thing you could put down, is that it is very hilly actually. If we look around, lots of hills there. But the big one is the bay, of course. Grizzly Island Wildlife. Mount Diablo is nearby. So any of these things can work. Mendenhall Springs. is nearby. So any of these things work, but primarily look at those biggest features. And one of the biggest features in San Francisco is the Bay, this Bay area, okay? So that's part of what the physical features would be. So you could put those here. Maybe also about the climate would be something you could describe. You may have to open up some Google here and look at climate of San Francisco. Okay, let's see if we can get an overview. And it says here that it's a Mediterranean type climate, has mild wet winters and warm dry summers. So you could put that down too. And so then you would know for place, at least for physical, that it's very hilly, has bay, San Francisco Bay, and that it has these types of climate, maybe that's like the Mediterranean style climate. Mild wet winters and warm dry summers. Now for human characteristics for the place of what it's like to be there, okay, let's look at the people of San Francisco. Oops. Okay. And you can look up the people of San Francisco, like what's the culture of San Francisco. And if you click here, it tells you that it's diverse, but that it's also heavily influenced by Mexican culture due to a large Hispanic population and being part of, at one time, Spanish America and Mexico. So that could be something that you add in there. It's also famous for its Chinatown. It has a really huge Chinatown there because of so many immigrants from China. So that would be something else that you could put in place. And where I would find information about even Chinatown is if you click on this and even look here, you can see that Chinatown in some of these photos here, like this. Okay. So that's another factor, is being able to use the tools you have to be able to make observations with those 5 themes. Next thing we have human environment interaction. Now, for human environment interaction, you're going to want to look at how people depend on their environment, modify their environment, and adapt their environment. So let's go back and look at how people have adapted the environment here. Since we have 2 sections of land that need to be crossed here, let's zoom in and see how they adapted. Looks like they have some kind of connection here. And so yes, we do. We have Golden Gate. This right here is a really popular location. I just kind of drop us onto it right here. It's an iconic adaptation of the environment, and it's the Golden Gate Bridge. This bridge right here is the Golden Gate Bridge. It is huge. You can see there's the Bay of San Francisco, or San Francisco Bay, and then it goes out to the Pacific Ocean. So this is the Golden Gate Bridge, and you can see that people are driving across it or even walking across it. So that is a human environment interaction for here. You could put things like houses and buildings and that it's a city area, right? Just sometimes know that that doesn't distinguish it from other places. So it's important to kind of try to include sometimes those iconic, like landmark adaptations, like Hoover Dam kind of thing, or Golden Gate Bridge. And that really gives us a specific idea about this, how humans have adapted their environment. Okay, for movement, excuse me. It's about how people, ideas, animals, and products move around the world. And so if we look here, of course, we had movement on this bridge. So you could see before that people were driving. So there's cars are part of it. And we saw, if you look at some pictures, you'll see there's lots of boats, obviously. So cars and boats. They also have a transit system, the Bay Area Transit System, that's sort of like train system around this region. That's something you can find if you look at if you Google how people of San Francisco move around. This is also the home of Silicon Valley. So that's the other thing. All right. So people here, probably if you looked in culture, you'll find a lot of that as well. Under technology, people's technology, popular music, festivals and street fairs, architecture and tourism. We use more, yes, even more cultural things here. But for movement, let's see, let's do movement. There's a lot of options. Okay. Let's see, maybe that's not going to help. Here we go. Let me see, people. Let me do transit is a way of calling it. That's how people move around. Here we go. What is the transit system? They have bus and metro systems. And then they also have these trolley cars. That's another thing too. Cable cars and street cars. And then you have ride sharing, bike and scooter, ferries. Okay, so lots of ways that people move around. And then lastly, for region, it's an area of shared characteristics. You can simply look here at this map here, North America regions, right? And this one is in California, which is right here. So San Francisco is in California, so it's part of the California region, but it's also part of the Mountain West region on our map right here. So that's another way to fill that out for this. So definitely regions can be, sometimes they can be landforms, like they call it the Bay Area. San Francisco Bay is also known as the Bay Area. Climate regions they might have sometimes. Sometimes there's cultural regions, like I said, Chinatown, that kind of thing. There's language regions, but also our states and countries and our continents are also regions. So California, USA, and North America are all regions for San Francisco as well. So I hope this helps. And like I said, you can work on filling out for your own city, slide 12 if you want, and this qualifies for mastery. Or you can go to the Travelog and work there for mastery, or you can go on the Spring Mastery Doc today. If you have any questions, please email me. I'll be at Teacher Reacher tomorrow, hopefully. And if you need to go to office hours, I've asked Ms. Stevanik to go ahead and add you. If it's not showing up in your schedule, just try refreshing or logging out, logging back in, and see if it shows up. If you have questions, you can also reach out to her during office hours. But if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll probably see you tomorrow at Teacher Reacher, friends. Take care.